with the accessibility of pornography and kind of the pornified culture that's fallen in love with sensuality through marketing, through promotion, even in Christian circles. I mean, sex is just something that's always sold, always will. Pornography makes more money per year than every major sport in America combined. And not only is it huge, I think the heart issue has always been the same. There's always been a desire for sensuality and an abuse of God's good gift. So sex in and of itself is not bad by any means. It's actually a wonderful gift that God has created for us to enjoy, but He's created us for us to enjoy it in a particular context, which is in marriage and commitment. And I think pornography distorts so much of God's incredible, gracious gift that He's given to us. It creates unreal expectations for men and women. Men going into marriages having been totally addicted to pornography and then expecting their wives to be that for them. And you can't have a real relationship with someone after watching actors for 10 years do it a particular way, you know? And I think there's emotional pornography for women, and it's love movies. So men have fantasies visual through pornography through that, and then women have emotional pornography through these ridiculous love movies. How can you compete with a flying vampire who says stuff like, "You're my heroine"? Right? Like, you can't. Pornography is the exercise of our fantasies, and it creates unreal expectations in us. The beautiful thing is that there is hope. So I was just reading the other day in Luke that, Jesus, someone comes to drop down a paralytic through the ceiling into Jesus' presence, and Jesus goes, "Your sins are forgiven." And the Pharisees say to him, how could you have authority to forgive sins? And he says, which is easier, to forgive sins or to have it heal this man and have him walk? And he said, but just so that you know, I tell this man to get up, be healed. And so he inextricably connects forgiveness of sin with healing. And so what's so crazy is Jesus is able to forgive us of our pornography addictions, of fulfilling the lusts of our eyes and our heart, but also not just forgive us, but there's power in Him also to heal us from those addictions. And I'm a testimony of that, man. Jesus has restored me. I was addicted to pornography. It's so accessible everywhere I go, but He's given me new desires, man. And that's come through just submission and obedience and just saying, and God's grace ultimately, like, God, I don't want to be addicted to this stuff. I want to live a fruitful, fulfilled marriage, however that You have it planned for me, and I don't want this thing to roll over me. And just broken, coming before Him continually. A long battle, a long stretch of back and forth, but He's able to heal, man.